Russia continues to strike the Ukrainian city of Kherson. On Thursday, Russia targeted 5 different areas of the city, damaging residential houses and a hypermarket. In its briefing, the Russian Ministry of Defense also reported that Russian forces had occupied more advantageous positions on the front lines. They attacked various targets, including ammunition depots, drone launch sites, and temporary deployment areas of Ukrainian forces. Additionally, Russian air defense units reported intercepting multiple Ukrainian rockets and drones. Meanwhile, the Ukrainian armed forces reported that the Pokrovsk front remains the fiercest battleground between the two sides. Earlier, Russia had warned that a direct conflict between NATO and Russia would be inevitable if the alliance sends troops to Ukraine. Some NATO states, including Hungary and Finland, have now stated that they do not plan to send military personnel to Ukraine. President Joe Biden, who is currently in France for 5 days, marked the 80th anniversary of D-Day on Thursday. He said, "We will not walk away from the defense of Ukraine and allow Russia to threaten more of Europe."
The United States and NATO and a coalition of more than 50 countries standing strong with Ukraine. We will not walk away. Because if we do, Ukraine will be subjugated, and it will not end there. Ukraine's neighbors will be threatened. All of Europe will be threatened. And make no mistake, the autocrats of the world are watching closely to see what happens in Ukraine, to see if we let this illegal aggression go unchecked. We cannot let that happen. To surrender to bullies, to bow down to dictators, is simply unthinkable.
The US president also mentioned the dark forces that the Allies fought against in World War II, describing the Russian president as a tyrant bent on domination.
We know the dark forces that these heroes fought against 80 years ago. They never fade. Aggression and greed, the desire to dominate and control, to change borders by force, these are perennial. The struggle between a dictatorship and freedom is unending. Here in Europe, we see one stark example. Ukraine has been invaded by a tyrant bent on domination. Ukrainians are fighting with extraordinary courage, suffering great losses, but never backing down.
Biden's comments were a reminder that US commitments around the globe hang in the balance in this year's White House election. Donald Trump, the presumptive Republican nominee, has said he would not defend European allies that are delinquent in their own security spending. The former president has also expressed little enthusiasm for Ukraine's defense, criticizing the endless flow of American treasure and voicing admiration for Russian President Vladimir Putin. Biden, who is expected to meet with Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky in Paris, said he hopes that new deliveries of US munitions can help stem Russian advances on the battlefield.